Have you ever wanted something so badly as a child that you carried that little dream in your heart for years? For a 6-year-old boy, it was just a tricycle. He couldn't afford one. He couldn't take it home. But every night, he dreamed about it. He even came up with a child's innocent plan to secretly take it home. But that little tricycle was never meant to be his. Or was it? Because years later, when he became a father, he remembered that childhood dream and made a promise to himself. Today, we'll explore one of the most touching stories from the book From Scars to Stories by Khanna, Bikaneri. This is Baby Tricycle. I was 6 years old, and these were summer holidays for schools. One of my maternal uncles, Lal Chand, came to our house. It is a tradition in Indian society that if there is delivery to some lady in house, mostly sisters of family are brought to look after baby and mother for at least 1.5 months. Sisters are considered lucky and gifted suitably after delivery. Therefore, my maternal uncle came to fetch my mother, as my maternal aunt's delivery was due. Next day, I along with my mother reached my maternal uncle's house. He was having a son named Uday Singh. Since he was financially sound, he bought a baby tricycle for his son Uday. At that time, it was very rare in villages and very few parents were able to provide that to their children. When I reached there, I was very fascinated on seeing that baby tricycle. It was almost new and decorated with various accessories. Uday Singh and I used to sit on it for hours together every day. Every night I used to dream of my own baby tricycle, but my parents, I knew, were not in a position to provide it to me. I also dreamed of that I took that to my hometown and was playing with it in my house's courtyard. I became so much fan of it that every night I used to plan to take it to my house. Some night I dreamed of that while going to my hometown. I hid it under some cloth and neither Uday nor his parents could see it, and I reached my house. However, it was an impossible act, but a child's psychology has no barriers. After a fortnight, my maternal auntie delivered a female baby. My mother all the time was busy in looking after her. I and Uday used to spend whole day by sticking to tricycle. Sometime there was small dispute between us for the turn to sit and cycling it. However, being owner, always Uday was winner in the fight. I always bowed to his contention for turn to sit and cycling it. Since it was almost more than a month, my mother told his brother Lal Chand to return to our house. However, I was sad on learning that we are leaving for our hometown. I was going to lose the enjoyment of riding tricycle. In fact, that became part of my heart. My heart and mind were totally lost in it. When I came to know that coming morning we are leaving for our hometown, I could not sleep whole night and dreamt of tricycle. I planned a lot to take it to my hometown. In the morning, my mother and my maternal uncle were ready to leave, but I was busy in hiding the tricycle under a small cloth, which was even not sufficient to cover it half. My mother came and asked me what I was doing. I told her that I would take this tricycle with us and hiding under this cloth so that Uday was not able to see it. My mother laughed and said, "Do you think you can hide this tricycle under this small cloth, and it is possible that it will not be seen by anybody? Is it a small toy that you can keep it in your pocket?" She told me that it is Uday's thing, and we cannot take it to our house. I told my mother that I will quietly leave with tricycle and nobody will notice it. She laughed. After some time we left for our hometown, leaving my toy of dream there. I was going away and away, but my heart was there. I was very sad but was helpless. I remember that after reaching home, for so many days I was dreaming for tricycle. I also tried to assemble the same by collecting small wheels and some iron rods, but it was futile exercise. This incident was printed on my heart. When I grown up, I pledged that when I will have my kids, the first toy I will bought to them will be a tricycle so that they do not feel absence of this toy like me. Luckily, I got a government job in 1973 and residing in Delhi. When Anil, my elder son, was only 4 years, I went to cycle market in Delhi and bought a tricycle for him. I remember he used it very extensively, and even sometime my wife used to take Anil to market and some households were put on its seat. Anil used that cycle for years together since it was of a best quality material. Now I am 76 years and wrote this story. Every incident of our life is printed on our heart, and this is beyond the reach of time. Time cannot wipe out that. Sometimes, the smallest childhood memories stay with us for a lifetime. If this story touched your heart, give this video a like, share it with someone who believes that childhood memories are precious. And if you enjoy real, emotional stories like this, subscribe to the channel and stay with us for more stories that remind us of the moments we can never forget. Because some stories are not just heard, they are felt.